Fredo, Chase Moore, Lush One.
Hey, what
We're
up?
gonna watch NOCANDO versus Disaster with the parentheses 1 week preparation.
Well, because the Grizzle 2 card was already locked. Flyers were already out. The whole thing was already set in stone. There was an event, I want to say it was in like Detroit, some random city. And Cap happened to be there when NOCAN was there. And Cap, while NOCAN was faded, convinced him to do the battle. You know how Diz is like a last minute, I want to get on the card.
Yeah,
kind
of course. Like once he sees a card that's like kind of popping, he's like, I need to get on it. I need to get on it.
You could offer him a crazy opponent and hella money, and he'll turn it down.
Yeah, but then once there's like a couple battles get announced, he's like, I have to be on
if he feels left out,
Yeah.
he'll battle fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, whoever. But I mean, I feel like he wanted to battle NOCAN.
no, this
this
is something
format,
he had been
Man, to
campaigning for.
put it in the fridge for me. Thanks.
And then, so how many times have they battled freestyle before
Countless.
this?
Oh,
Yeah.
a ton of
Countless
fucking times. And
Just like
Diz
them
won
found it, too.
once.
I was gonna say NOCAN was
NOCAN
pretty
beat him a lot.
unfuckwittable in
And
that
then
circuit.
Diz won when Diz also beat James that night too. I mean, fucking Jonathan.
was it one of those battles in the valley?
Yeah, it was in the valley, and James was wearing like a fucking like an army like a vest. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like I forgot where it was.
Yeah,
but-
yeah.
And he beat.
I think Rhetoric was in the battle too.
Yeah. But that's like the one time I feel like this is like. beat
Oh, you
James.
know what? That was at the basement.
Yes.
The old
Okay,
basement.
yeah,
That's where it was.
Yeah.
And he called because I remember Dunkfounded called Diz Vladimir. You look like your name's Vladimir. And it got like crazy reaction. Like,
What about Caddy versus at the bar exam versus
I thought I had my charger.
what's the dude's name? Filipino dude.
Oh,
with
I
the
mean,
dreads.
the Chargers in the fall.
El Scatter.
El Scatter
El Scatter
brain,
got
yeah.
Caddy. God bless the dead to my brother.
That was a good battle. Though.
Yeah, that's when,
No, the caddy said you look like more like Whoopi Goldberg than Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah.
and Caddy called him a Japanese plex. He said, "You look
Oh
like
my God.
He said-
Hey, El Scatterbrain, side note, when I at that bowl of 3, I believe, he stood up Swarm Shogun. He was supposed to battle Swarm Shogun, and Swarm came ready, and then this fool was acting like that he wasn't on the card.
In the blistering cold for 6 hours, and he just said no.
Yeah.
Shit.
Talk to him.
That's fucking
All right,
scandalous.
so
All right.
essentially, like Lush said, Cap set this up a week before the event and convinced James NOCANDO to battle Disaster.
Were any of them supposed to battle anyone else?
No,
Okay.
this card was already fucking stacked. Like, this card was
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
huge, so already bloated. But this,
Grizzle too,
honestly,
yeah?
I had
Yeah.
so much fun filming this event. It was like a fucking blast. It was in Miami. You could smoke indoors. in
Continental
Miami.
breakfast at the hotel. We were at
Yeah.
a nice hotel.
I lifted weights with PH before this fucking event.
Oh,
It was
that's
fucking
awesome.
fun as shit. And fucking the captain, and PH
Yes.
all lifted weights. It
Yes.
was fucking so fun.
Would you say that this and Battle of the Bay 5 are the
those are the-
quintessential grind
Ooh, the
time?
grind
Literally
time,
took
for
the word. I was
sure.
gonna
Yeah.
say quintessential.
I mean, I
Yeah.
still think I was talking about this earlier when you guys weren't here, but I still think Battle of the Bay 5 is the best event that ever happened.
It's my personal
and
favorite
of all
it's
time,
not
dude.
going to get trumped because it's impossible
Yeah.
to get trumped.
And
It
I
is.
copped
Yeah.
the DVD for Battle of the Bay 5. I
Oh,
got
yeah.
you. I
Oh,
did.
yeah. All right.
I supported this movie.
Couldn't have done
You're
it.
like, I think on the disc you're like, thanks, Chase. It's like battle. It's just like a
Yeah, it's
disc,
a
and it's
CDR.
like Battle of the Bay 5. Thanks, Chase. Oh.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah, I still got that shit though.
But
No.
yeah, so.
Yeah.
When MC's attack, though.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But this card had like Thesaurus versus Real Deal.
Yeah,
Had-
Iron versus Ines,
Ines,
Sid Vicious versus Swave Seva, fucking even though
This
RIP,
is Hollow
bodied
Ilmac,
PH.
too?
No,
No,
that was
no,
the
no,
first
That was
one.
the first one.
What
yeah.
else is on
Mac
this card?
Lethal versus Dirtbag.
Caddy versus Mood Swangs.
That was also the first. That was the second.
That was the
one,
second.
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Sat battled Moon Swings at the first one.
Yeah, Sat didn't battle this one.
he was
Fresco
in it.
battled. There was like a 2-on-2 tournament the day before, and Fresco and Real
Yeah,
Deal battled
yeah.
Franchise and Star
did
Eater. and
Sway
And
lost.
that's when
That's a
Carter
battle.
Deems.
Sid Vicious.
Swave 7 Sid Vicious.
And Carter Deems and ATM battled Dirtbag Dan and Soulcon and beat Dirtbag Dan and Soulcon.
That's when Carter Deems kind of was arriving.
Yeah, Carter Deems wasn't like he didn't fall into the groove that he's in right now. He's still
Right.
kind of like figuring out his style and stuff.
Yeah.
But ATM told Disaster to shut the fuck up.
So tight.
Oh, is that who yells in that battle? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Like,
no. In their battle, Diz is like, and fuck Jin. And then ATM's like, yo, man, shut the fuck up.
Am I thinking of Diz
Keeping
yells
in mind-
in someone's battle?
I remember that.
Keeping in mind, Jin is from Miami.
Yeah.
Keeping in mind, and is in his city.
No, Pass
regardless-
didn't battle at this event, I don't think.
No, Pass did.
J-Pro.
He battled Philly Swain.
Oh,
He
shit.
got beat by Philly Swain, but I still think Pass
Really?
won.
Oh, yeah, he did.
All right,
Damn,
I'm hoping
Grizzle
this
too
is
is
the
fucking
lucky I am.
stacked.
Yo, shout out Karma
9-5.
man.
Yeah, shouts to all
Yes,
of
here we
them.
go. Here we go. The best.
And 9-5's back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a
Sponsor
better
URL.
Quavo rocking other glasses.
Yo,
No,
yo,
Bad dude. What up, Lucky?
yeah.
Hey, they got the lyrics wrong.
I did
I was
that.
gonna say, is that you?
I did. I
You got the
censored.
lyrics wrong.
No, nah, dog. I censored the tits because they sent me like boobs, like they were uncensored. I'm like, we can't put that on YouTube, you fucking idiots. They're gonna flag it.
They're the best. Their marketing department's on
Oh yeah,
fire.
the one that's the ass slap.
Yeah.
That's the best. Slow motion.
Zach Moore.
I'm like, yo, I'm gonna wear this.
Handsome titties run past you.
I'm gonna wear these shades because.
With a little
Smack
Lauren
the bitch.
London in there, I see it.
Okay.
Wait, I'm actually a terrible battler, and my Team Backpack shit is
Hold on,
tight.
hold on.
Alexander.
Hold on, turn my mic up.
Wake
Wake up show.
Slow
Yes.
down,
Yes.
buddy.
All right,
You don't.
we
yeah.
gotta watch. Okay, for comparison.
And shouts to John Connor for winding up in the double XL freshman.
Yep.
And a bunch of
And
shit.
he's just on. He's been on
right,
Aftermath
so
forever. He's done
compare-
a ton of writing
he's on
over
the
there.
shelf.
James,
Yeah.
He wrote a
compared
bunch of shit
James
on
to
Compton.
Disasters music.
Good look, Sean Adams.
Yeah, kinda sounds like ringtone rap, but somebody gotta answer when I'm standing.
That's tight
Should've
artwork
just
right
died
there.
in a dive bar. Instead, I'm right here where these runaway brides are.
DJ Nobody, Low End Theory.
And future ex-wives. These broads got boyfriends and they sex drives. I ain't never gonna fall. Got my back against the wall.
Against the wall. Let's go, Diz. I fuck with it.
No.
Run it
You
back.
fucked it up.
I need to hear it.
Yo, that is so good.
Listen to him sing.
Mike Blau, you're stupid. What up, Mike Blau?
All right.
Cast one is a biter.
Easy. From Los Angeles, California.
No one said it
all
with
the
him,
way
too.
to MIA to get
He
it
said
in.
easy, no one
Are
said
y'all
that.
excited to see this shit or what?
Hey,
Lush, set it off, Lush.
I like that look, Lush.
Right?
I like that V-neck white, you know.
Got
shit.
my male
Zipper
tramp
like
stamp.
that.
Tattoo also.
Male tramp stamp
That's
popping.
like fitted hat, you know what I'm
Super
saying?
2010,
That's
bruh.
like, yup, that's like
it's tight.
that's like Dipset, Jim Jones.
Yeah.
Like I used to fuck with that type of
Hey,
shit.
good look, Zach Madden. I appreciate that.
305.
Really, I look like fucking Leonardo DiCaprio next to these ensembles. That's what
Yeah, bro.
That's a perfect
But we
fit,
watched
dude.
Real Deal and Thesaurus. You were here versus
Yeah,
with
and
Cap.
Cap
And
had-
Cap was making fun of his shirt. He's like, man, that shirt.
Yeah,
Yeah, Cap would never go out like that
Pre-
now.
Yeah,
Air
hell
Brud
no,
clothes.
hell no, dude. I mean, but at least it's black, right? It's
Yeah.
like, hey, but that's the perfect fit to wear in a Florida battle.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I mean. Like,
that is a fucking
airbrush
Johnny.
tee.
That's Johnny Voss's fuck right
Airbrush
there.
tee and a Marvel.
no, not that one.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Luscious fit. Luscious fit was perfect.
Good.
But yeah, that's Orlando as
Yeah,
fuck. That
okay.
fit.
Right? We got make
Is that
some
big-
noise
is that a
for my
Punisher
boy
hat?
NOCANDO.
Yeah, it is.
Military occupation, Michael Franti, I spearhead this operation.
So funny seeing MySpace on this shit.
Shout out to NOCANDO's yellow cake shirt. Yellow cake is the color of that. I like that color.
Yep.
Shout out to
About
Cumberland
Miami as
Codes,
fuck.
95
Very
Highway,
eggshell,
legendary
pastel-y.
clothing. You already know. Yeah. And on my left-hand side, the descendant of fucking Satan himself, manifested in the flesh, pure evil. Give it up.
Yo, have you ever thought of? Because I know you're doing. You always do your most of these intros off the cuff. Have you ever just on like in your spare time thought of something like I'm gonna use that for an intro?
Sometimes I'll hear something cool like an old gangster rap song and be like, oh, you feel me? Like,
Yeah.
really, all my shit comes from like old E40 intros
Yeah.
and like it's all gangster
Yeah.
rap shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
and I was really because I was trying to when I first started doing it was to define like we're the West.
Right.
So I'm gonna instead of making a reference, so like. In one battle, I said like you know that blase blah song when the East is in the house. Oh my God, danger!
yeah.
So I was like when the West is in the house. Oh my God, Maney! You feel me? Like just to define the West. That's all it was.
Rainy shit. I feel like that's Bay Area
Shout out
shit.
to
right
Champion
there.
City League. Let's get it.
Everybody
take a step back. You in the ring.
He's wearing a City League shirt.
Everyone's wearing fitteds too.
Yeah. I still wear fitteds because my head's too
I don't have a choice.
Yeah.
MCs, yo. It's tails. It's actually head. I know, tits. Oh, okay. You go first. You're all right.
I always do that to Diz too. I always go when he says something. I go, oh, like because of that battle.
We can't start unless y'all.
Yeah, when I talked to Diz earlier, I told him I was coming. He's like, "Which faggots are on there with you?" I was like, "It's Fredo and Chase." He's all, "Oh, everyone besides Fredo's a faggot."
Oh, okay.
He's just mad I won't give him no beats.
I was like, "Oh, I know you like Asians, bro."
Yeah, he's mad I won't give him beats. It's cool.
For real. It's ridiculous. You pay for it and you're ruining yourself.
I feel you on that though, Cap.
Hey, hold it down, guys, please.
How many times did Cap reference the fact that he paid for this event?
You need to realize that real life is just like high school. You're still an underachiever, and nobody likes you. You're a target, acting like you've been a violent creature. Nigga, you've been shitted on since Rev Run and DMC was singing my Adidas. I hang with city kids that stay fly till they die like Aaliyah. You run with a whole crew full of bitch-ass niggas. A bunch of Medeas.
Free.
You try to act sick, like your Grind Time's Hannibal Lecter. But on the inside, you're softer than a handful of feathers.
That's a
To beat
good
you,
So,
I don't
James,
have to
such
be
a good rhyme.
tactical ever. I'll be
When it
practical.
comes to lyric bank and just amount
Yeah.
of words that you know how
Yep.
to rhyme,
Yeah, no can.
and ability
Yeah.
to twist and manipulate language.
Well, dude, we were watching
Best
fucking,
ever.
Before you got here, we were watching No Can versus Mad Ills on Scribble Jam. And
Oh,
even
yeah,
back
yeah,
then,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like the rhymes he has are so dense.
Go tell your mama they're giving out free sausage at the hotel.
Yeah,
Rwanda.
or the,
That's ill spoken, yeah.
the,
And that's where he's like,
that's
Oh
the same
no,
battle.
Matt Ills
Illegal
said
citizen,
it was the
Mexican.
America's got a big obesity epidemic.
nice
But to
to
say
know
Latinos
Latinos
are
are
equally
legally
represented.
so good.
That's
so
fucking
good.
phenomenal.
Best ever.
Tactical. Pressure. You're so much of a bitch that if you ran away from home, you come home pregnant at the animal shelter. I remember when you were in nursing school and you dropped out because you couldn't handle the pressure. Or maybe your medication from the manic depression made it hard for you to understand all the lectures.
So
I know a bitch in the valley that says you like 2 fingers up the asshole and a paddle for pleasure. While you wear thigh-high leg warmers and things, saying you drive me crazy in that fine young cannibal texture.
Who remembers that record? I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Good thing.
This is free too. All freely put together.
And still
Yeah,
going
yeah,
off
yeah.
that same scheme.
Yeah, and remember, these dudes had really wanted to outdo each other.
Yeah.
We're in Florida, so maybe you should get your flow tighter. With all your hibbity-bibbity-ribbity
Flow rider.
staccato syncopations, you could be a ghostwriter for Flow Rider.
Keep in mind, if this battle was in LA, it'd be so on James's side. It'd be
Yeah.
difficult for it to even be fair.
But they're fucking
You
with
just gotta learn to control your voice and get the grooves in your verse. You're already wearing apple-bottom jeans. Now it's time to buy the boots with the fur.
Yeah, and get lows, definitely.
Low.
God damn, James killed that shit.
Yeah, that was a really good round.
Look at this, so angry.
Real talk! Real talk! No matter what you do, my flow's liver. You said I'm the ghostwriter for Flow Rider, but you so white, bro, you sound like the ghostwriter for Fort Minor. I met you back in 2001, and back then we was young. We never thought this scene would become this. Shit, we used to battle for fun, and no matter what route we took, and no what matter either one of us ever seemed to do, at the end, somehow it always ends up being me and you. So fuck you for all the times I got jerked when I aethered you. You little faggot bitch. Listen, I'm an Al-Qaeda activist / Middle Eastern data analyst. I'm in my page blasting
Yo,
shit.
that's the point right there where Diz goes into like that's the
Scheme
point where he
free stuff,
switches his
yeah.
material
Yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? You can just see it. Like
It was
that,
between the yo and the I'm.
yeah, you know, it's like let me get out the me and you shit, and then he like you can just see the transition into his material. You know?
You see the wheels spinning
Yeah.
incredibly fast.
Yes. Yeah.
Try to send his ass to Florida for anger management, and I raped the Spanish bitch.
He probably had these bars type shit, you know, and then added the other ones probably later.
Whoever gave you your fashion tips was on 800 acid hits. Motherfucker, you ain't making no classic hits, and if you are, then I'll take your master mix and beat you in the face with it till I crack the disc. Drink a gallon of camel piss. In Los Angeles. ridiculous. He told Dirt he had the style immaculate, bull rat and passwords bit. When I first heard it, I reacted quick, but come to realize he sold me a bag of shit. Motherfucker, you haven't been active since the battle rapping scene was ran by Brits. And even back then in 07, when this faggot quick, them leftover bars you had for the jump-off establishment are probably the same ones you debuted on Grind Time and Battled Madness with. That's how whack this kid really actually is. In LA, you ain't shit without the dick riders that stick to your side. Who constantly convince you that your shit is fly to cover up the fact you're a struggling artist that's barely even getting by. Yeah, I know you're dying.
The what guy?
I know you're dying. Shut the fuck up. I know you're dying. Your diet consists of sniffing lines. And the reason I know this is because I have a mutual friend that's done it with you at least like 50 times.
Even if it's not true, the way NOCAN is reacting to it makes it hit
But
harder.
I love how James is kind of like kind of pushing him back.
Right.
I fuck with that super hard.
Yeah.
A lot of people are always like, man, shut the hell up when the other guy's rapping. But I'm like, dude, if you're like a real battle rapper, you should be able to fucking command over them.
Yeah,
and
it's
not
a
be like,
defense.
don't fuck me
I
up,
feel you.
man.
I do think the best defense is not saying shit.
For sure.
The Geechee Gotti defense.
word.
Literally, I'm just going to sit there, be respectful, give zero attention or energy to anything you're saying. And if you get within my personal space, I'm going to physically fucking punk you and make you regret. Dude, that's an
Does that happen with Geechee?
But I think
no
in this
one's
case,
dared to cross that line. But
in this case, it adds to the battle a little bit, though. Just
Yeah, because
it's such
I feel like both of them came up in that like Project Blowed like freestyle, like where if somebody thinks you're whack, they'll just cut you off and start rapping over you. So it's like
otherwise they'll scream in your face.
yeah, word.
Yeah.
So it's like he's used to that, and Diz should be used to that too, you know.
Yeah.
But Diz, when he's not in his zone, is so easy to throw off.
No, that's
Yeah.
what Greg always.
His biggest strength is his biggest weakness.
Yeah, exactly. Is that
Diz will either like rise to the occasion in a supernatural type of way, and not I don't mean the battler, I mean, or he crumbles under pressure. That's kind of like
It comes down to how quick he can make those transitions
Exactly,
and
yeah.
connections between schemes.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's all about how he performs it. You know, not on the phone, on the fucking. You know that.
And
day.
what every battle Diz has ever done, he's had 2-3 rounds worth of shit he didn't use. That's like
That's better than
mind-blowing.
anything he uses.
Exactly.
For real. Like even bars and rotisserie the bars and delivery scheme. I remember being in the hotel with this fool and him spitting me at least a minute more of rhymes on that scheme. And I know shawarma rotisserie was in there.
Oh, yeah.
And fucking like a whole bunch, bro. Like I remember hearing at least another minute on that same bars and delivery scheme.
Yeah.
he beats
And-
himself all the time. Man.
Yeah.
He
like,
is his
always
own
beats
worst
himself.
enemy.
Yeah, for sure.
But this one was good. Though.
I will. I know you're freaking kind. I know you're freaking kind.
Look at Cap's like, you know what? Fuck it.
Best, man.
I know you're freaking kind. You're the type to ditch the tri-tip and skip the chicken thighs. You look like all you had for dinner time was a little bit of fries. You're the only dude that goes to Wendy's and orders mini size. Every picture that you're in is minimized. You've been a skinny guy since Biggie died.
But not before then.
Hey, listen, and this is why I never went the cheeky-eyed. Hey, yo, flashback to him and lyrics was doing this.
We should give reference.
Yep.
Cheeky Eyed is a big promotion
Yeah,
company of
LA,
underground hip hop shows in LA
Yeah.
that threw the majority of the battles. Shouts to Aspect, who is a big part of that.
Yeah, that was where Bullet 2 was.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
the venue.
Yep.
Yeah.
One hundo.
Slide inside of Intuition's ride. Yo, the first time you ever seen Intuition's chest hair, you were thinking, damn, I should probably build a nest there. Name a department in the
Start
world,
here.
and NOCAN is willing to rock a set there, unless they're selling menswear.
I feel like at the first half of the round, I was like, Diz is doing it, but I prefer NOCAN's. But to me, that last half, like
He brought it back.
Yeah, like NOCAN's round was amazing.
NOCAN was way more consistent.
crazy, but Diz's momentum he built and the payoff was.
Yeah, at the end,
I
it was
think
like-
it won him the round.
Yeah.
You know.
For sure. I
Yeah, I
Diz
think,
got the first.
since Biggie died, that shit. Was,
Yeah.
that shit was fun.
It's so funny looking at the relics, all the strong contributors to
Adam.
the scene,
Yeah.
like Judah Man,
Yeah, Judah
like
Man.
you feel me,
Yeah.
like
Wait,
Murdoch.
who's that? Who's
Murdoch was
Judah
in
Man?
yeah, I know,
Judah
man.
Man's that guy. Adam.
Oh, okay.
He's just
Judah got bitches. That's all I know. You feel me?
He worked for
Yes.
He's in there.
Oh, Brazzers is in
Hold
there.
on.
Florida, remember this Florida.
Miami,
God.
so.
Oh my
Brazzers
God.
is the one.
There's so many
though.
bad ones in Florida.
Fight back.
All right, let's go. Composure.
No, keep it down.
This was a verse that I was gonna save for later. I grew up with you. You went from backpacker to juggalo to raver to angry gangster.
How much would you pay to see Diz dressed like a juggalo?
He already does.
Yeah, he's flirting with it already.
He already does.
So
Wait, they're laughing, but you can switch your style, but on the inside you can't change your flavor. Even back in 2003, after you spit your punchlines, you looked all intense and start breathing hard like you just threw a fucking Kamehameha. Look, I bet you when you're battling, you're imagining you're in a first-person shooter. That's why.
He does.
So good.
Look, I can see you fucking in a John Woo style movie doing a no-handed cartwheel, rolling into a shoulder spin and advancing into a backflip, hopping behind the fucking trash can in the cabinet, picking up both ratchets, reloading the mags and hopping out the back of them like, die you faggoty faggot!
Right, James, 1 up. 3 up.
About that coke shit, for me to be the dude as delusional as you, I have to imagine that I'm in a Japanese animated movie.
Okay, here it goes.
So I'm not NOCANDO. I'm actually a cyborg made from reconstructed analog recording equipment and an old beat up hoopty. Nigga, I'm not NOCANDO. I'm a 20.
This level of creativity does not exist in that.
I forget where he's going with this too. So
Oh, you'll see.
I'm fucking.
You'll see.
I'm
This is fire.
enrolled.
Yeah, you'll see.
Sun terror on top of Tokyo Towers with 2 titanium tentacles. Nigga, one of them's reached halfway to Harajuku, asphyxiating your bitch, slap her in the face, while the other one's going up her ass while she gasps it doesn't fit, turning into a half a dozen dicks.
Anime's so excessive with its phallic symbols that
Yeah, totally.
What? Real talk? No more joke lines. You spit a bunch of written shit that was about 400 bars in a week. You're doing the coke line.
Tight. Tight.
Good rebuttal.
As far as me, I agreed to this battle
Mid-round.
drunk in Detroit with no time.
Tight. Tight.
Nigga, you were sweeter than the tea in the South. And I know you wrote something about Detroit because you're used to keeping the D in your mouth.
Tight.
Free spasm.
it's insane. What a good setup too. You were sweeter than the tea in the South.
Yeah, word.
So hard.
So good.
It's all freestyle. Remember, you were in Crack City. Do you still hang out with Avian Daylight still? You remember that time fucking with me, you almost got Daylight killed? Oh yeah. This motherfucker.
This is all like not really a true story. It's like there's like elements of truth, but James embellished it in a way that
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard like a couple different
yeah,
versions.
yeah.
of
I've
that
heard
story.
several
Well, I
versions.
mean,
as well.
welcome to
Right.
anything.
Right.
Of course.
But it
Telephone
definitely
or operator.
was hit hard enough as to where there's
Yeah.
enough of grains of truth. To
You don't need. Yeah, it's like you don't need to know what the facts are. It's really just how he's presenting it. You know.
Yeah.
You don't need to know the real backstory
It
of
was,
this
it
shit.
was over
Just
on
sell
the
it.
west side, a bunch of bullshit. This nigga Daylight said he was gonna shoot me. You hand him the gun, but at home you left the bullets. No, this is a true story. Your whole life you've been a suburban wigger watching the internet living too corny. And there's nothing that you can do for me. I take this shit easy. I got my own hype man. If this wasn't a cappella, I use your nose as my mic stand.
Tight.
This was he felt that one too.
And to have a good hype man mic stand bar, because
yeah.
even by then it was completely like
Played out rhyme, but
Yeah.
In the
You made
context
it
of
work. You made it work.
Look. Nigga. that was good. Damn it, I'm over. If it was freestyle, you wouldn't have to tell him. But anyways, he said that was a fucking freestyle. That was no motherfucking freestyle. That was a waste of my motherfucking time. So if you think about it, you technically owe me now. I said, how about start? Hey, by the way, that's a niche watch. What is that, a G-Shock? Anyways, how about start by telling your fans why you look like an African-American rabbi? Motherfucker, I feel like I'm battling with Soul Khan's black side. Shut the fuck up. Motherfucker, man. Yeah, you do look like Soul Khan's black side, faggot. In Fresco, I met God before he was born and had a chance to be a black guy. He'd request to look like that guy. Yeah, you better clap. You know the type that seems like they're half white and freestyles because they can't write? Let's go. Yep, that guy.
French stacks.
You like surfing, swimming, biking, and hiking, and you hand glide? Congratulations, faggot. You're almost as black as Franchise.
Story loves that.
Shouts to.
But there's something to be said about somebody who's not black questioning somebody else's blackness.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I kind of don't vibe with that in the slightest.
Well, and also when you're saying someone's blackness, you're not perpetuating stereotypes and like preconceived notions of what your culture is supposed to be.
You freestyle? You're not black. He's like, what the fuck?
You're not a real black guy. You don't have a gun and a 40.
Yeah, what up? James is from the valley. Like James is from the fucking hood. Like, let's be fucking real, man.
Valley by way of Lebanon.
Yeah, sure.
Yo! Franchise. Yo, no, not the Franchise. Hey, yo, he keeps his pants tight like Kid Twist when it's dance night. Fucking James, you're so damn white. I bet in your past life, you lived in a half pipe.
Clearly, before the explosion of skateboarding in the black community, now like all the best skaters are black kids. But.
Yeah, I mean it was that way back then. But.
Wait a minute, that's not a white kid. You are darker than gingivitis.
Super Frank Stacks, huh?
No, that's what he's trying to do.
You are darker than Marcus Garvey's iris. You are as dark as Marlon Wayans, but only because you're also a white chick. Yeah, it was. Motherfucker, you're darker than Arsenal when the cops hit the light switch.
That's a D-Rex cute-ass ex-girlfriend.
Motherfucker, you're so dark you remind me of the nightstick they almost took Rodney's life with. Yo, I know this is cliche to say,
Yeah, it's pretty
but y'all
intense.
still gonna like this when I reach into your soul and pull out a white bitch.
So okay, what? That was a Frank Stacks line, right?
Yeah, he was just
I
doing
reach in your soul and pull out a faggot is the Frank
Okay.
Stacks.
yeah.
I don't remember that.
But like, yeah, Frank Stacks like,
O'Shea.
Against-
and then he just wanted to do a play on that because that was so hot, like at that point. You know,
Okay.
'cause with
Well, it's
the-
just kind of bizarre the things that Diz draws inspiration from. He's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I know what I'm gonna do
Yeah.
against NOCANDO.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have a whole Frank
Impersonating
Stacks round.
He told me he was gonna do this too. I was on the phone with him before he hopped on the plane. He told me he was gonna
Because
do
he's
like
probably
a
like,
Frank
yo, I have
Stacks.
5 days to prepare. What the
Yeah.
fuck do I do? Oh,
Yeah, week preparation.
I mean, it hit.
Fuck.
Hit the building for sure.
You moved out from LA to the Bay, so your own folks now consider you a joke. Wow. I know the real reason you moved out to the O-Town because you stopped getting respect in your own hometown. Now that he's in 305, I bet Florida's their boys now. But when he's in New York, he's also known as Troy Brown.
Who's from DC?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
hilarious. You got your geography wrong, Diz.
I said,
James and Troy Brown though have a lot of like, they were definitely like carved from the same mountain. You know what I mean? Like, there's only like so many different human templates that God was able to work with.
Yeah.
Troy Brown and James, they're different humans. They came
Right.
from the same template for show.
Ta-da! Spit lead and I never miss. Double gauge barrel Beretta make your belly twist like Method Man on some belly shit. This dickhead should have been dead ever since the second diss. I'm in this chick's bed getting big head
like a jellyfish. The semi-spits and leave you
jellyfish
with a
bars.
skinhead like supremacists.
This is pretty tight right here.
Whatever, bitch. We both from LA, but not to go and disrespect the shit, but Project Blow Buzz been dead like Sega Genesis. I do have some shit about Red Bull. Yeah, I know the baby's your home. And you know they gave you the throne because you're homeboys with motherfucking AC alone. Yeah, go ahead, predict the bar. That shows and confirms the fact that even you know how much of a bitch you are.
Did you see?
Great.
Did you,
Yeah,
but did you
great.
see
The
like
best.
that James didn't predict that?
Yeah.
Because he
that's
like he
hilarious.
was baiting him into
He
it,
was,
and he
yeah.
just didn't.
And it's obvious what he was about to
Yeah,
say.
word.
Micah 9.
Buzz been dead like Sega Genesis. I do have some shit about Red Bull. Yeah, I know the Bay's your home. And you know they gave
How's
you
that
the
about
throne
Red-
because
oh,
you're
Red
homeboys
Like the Red Bull
with
battle, didn't some
motherfucking
shit happen? Like
AC alone.
I think
And AC was the
He got
judge
jerked
or
by
something.
James made it to the finals of the Red Bull Championship, and then
Which was in Frisco.
No, it was in Detroit. The
Okay,
finals was
yeah.
in Detroit, and then this fool from Detroit that I forgot who his name was that got entered into the last second.
something Fox or something Wolf or something like that.
Is that
right?
the dude that did he
No.
wind up battling DNA in the finals?
Yeah, he
or-
battled DNA, and DNA walked out and threw up.
Oh,
in the
that's
back.
the shit.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
he beat James too. But he didn't have to beat anybody to get there. They just
Right.
they're like, oh, this fool's from Detroit. He's gonna be in the finals. Where everybody else had to beat everybody from
Had
the
to win a
respective
bracket. Yeah.
So
region.
was there a couple years of Red Bull battles? Because
Yeah.
I remember one where it was
First
like
time, yeah.
Dirtbag and Ilmac and NOCAN. And
This was
too.
before that. I
This
wanna
was
say.
before that, yeah, because
I
NOCAN
think
won
it-
that one, and then Caddy won the one in LA.
And
I
that's
thought-
actually, I just posted
thought-
in the Ruin Your Day
Yeah, I saw- I
group.
watched
Oh,
that, yeah.
well then Caddy won LA and Ilmac won Northwest then, because I know that
Yeah, and there was
it was a regional thing, right? And then they were all supposed to
I
battle.
think-
with
forgot
some
who
shit.
won that.
And I think that finals was in Frisco, I want to say.
Okay.
Yeah,
Word.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, predict the bar. That shows and confirms the fact that even you know how much of a bitch you are. Y'all see, I want to show y'all why
Foul,
freestyling you should do it. I mean, come on, it is
Okay,
really
this is my favorite part where he's like, freestyling's not that easy or not that hard, and then he just
Has a
just
terrible
trash.
freestyle.
I want to show y'all why freestyling you should do it. I mean, come on, really isn't hard. I'll fucking slice your wrist with a ninja star. You look like a freaking Snicker bar. I caught this motherfucker in a San Francisco bar with his hand dipped in the tipping jar.
That all
You're
rhymes
so
with bitch you
skinny
are.
when you get injured in a car, you walk out looking like you got injured in a spar. Whatever.
Freestyling isn't that hard,
Yeah.
and then just
So
proceeds to do
it's
the
either
horrible
2-0
freestyles.
or 1-1 at this point, right?
Yeah.
I think it's 1-1. I think James got that round.
Yeah, James did get
Yeah,
that
yeah,
round. Are you
yeah,
kidding?
yeah.
He's, yeah.
He just seemed injured from the spar.
You look like a Snickers bar, Jesus.
This whole battle, you had nothing but grind time references. Because without grind time, you would never exist. So, Project Blowed, I've been touring since I was 19. And since then, you're at home practicing on your battle rhyme schemes. Low in theory, going to Japan, France, and maybe even London. What the fuck have you done then? Look, I was sent here by the Save a Kid Foundation.
I'm still tripping on references never exist.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
just so...
Tight.
Yep.
Tight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good rhyme.
By a Canadian Vietnamese teenage dying cancer patient. He told me to tell you you're a bitch to your face. He's a bitch, Timmy.
Do you get that? Because like
Yeah, of
Diz
course.
said like Canadians.
Yeah,
are
he's dissed,
faggots,
yeah, all the
and-
people
and
that-
all the Asian disses.
Vietnamese teenage dying cancer patient. He told me to tell you you're a bitch to your face. He's a bitch, Timmy. All right. Look, your own.
Before the source existed, like it needs to be put on record to say that we're all terrified of fucking NOCAN, bro.
I mean, me and Chase were talking earlier. I feel like James is the best freestyler ever. Like,
We're all
you know,
terrified of this
yeah,
guy,
yeah.
dude.
Like
he's-
not because like I want to say like Sharon, obviously like he can put like room shaking punches together really fucking fast. So can Pete. Just James's like vocabulary that he connects the two words with are so
and adding an
intricate.
artful twist.
Yeah, word.
And being like, I don't know, there's a certain sensibility, the ability to really tap into a consciousness of a crowd and flip it on them and come from a specific angle. Like, no one really approaches the game as artfully as NOCANDO did. But specifically at that time, literally, like, the thought of battling him would cause anxiety attacks in motherfuckers.
Only a disaster to your parents and race relations. The last time you went to get Chinese food, you opened a fortune cookie and it said, "Watch out, you about to be raped by 80 Asians." Bam! Next thing you know, you woke up in Bukkake Palooza.
This is the best one right here.
Jizz all over your bushy brow. Dumbfounded on the sideline screaming, "I tried to stop him!" Jen's whispering in your ear like, "Who's the pussy now?"
Fucking tight.
The greatest.
Fucking tight.
That was the greatest.
Hell yeah.
That was the fucking greatest. That was the greatest. We gotta put that back.
Yes.
Bam! Next thing
Fredo, did that hit especially hard for you now?
Yeah.
you know, you woke up in Bukkake Palooza. Jizz.
No, because this is when, you know, everyone's like, he's like, you know, chanting Jin's a bitch.
No,
and
that's
shit,
what he
all
said
that shit, you
during
know
the
what I mean?
ATM battle.
Yeah,
The ATM told him, shut up. Yeah.
Jizz all over your...
Is it hard to be friends with Disaster after
I love
this?
this. That's my boy.
Dumbfounded on the sideline screaming, "I tried to stop him!" Jen's whispering in your ear like, "Who's the pussy now?"
James killed this movie.
He did.
I love his demeanor on this movie, too.
Yeah.
So tight.
Look, you can be overly theatrical and yell and act like you're really doing something. But when you do that, I just see the stereotype of an overbearing American Jewish woman. It's just like nothing.
You never call, you never wrong.
Changing your voice,
Come
hand
over.
gestures, the annoying rap persona. It's nothing but the girl from Frasier, Fran Drescher, and George Costanza's mama.
Fran Drescher still get it to this day.
Fuck yeah, she's still bad, for sure.
Look, I know some Asian kids in Koreatown that told me to tell you that get prepared for a chin check. Because they've been rating to slap a Jap since World War II, and you're nothing but a Jewish American princess.
Acronym boss.
Wait. And I'm not done. Your whole battle's about my career, but you don't even got one. You said I sniffed coke with your homies. You have imaginary friends. I don't.
Incredible rebuttal. I've done drugs with every single rapper. I don't think James really has.
I smoke weed with him.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like I've done. That's true. I don't
That's
think
it.
bro
Yeah.
don't do drugs like that. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Or else he's a bad homie. And I'm just playing.
Look, real talk, you want to be me. I'm a smart guy from a neighborhood riddled with drugs and gang violence. And you can act like you don't want to be like it, but that's the reason right now you're silent. You're thinking of rebuttal, seeming a little befuddled. But after this, I'll punch you in your stomach until I make a little mud puddle.
He's like so much experience in the battle realm. He's like, I know what he's gonna be thinking at this moment.
Yeah.
Let me actually write about it and try to like mentally fuck him.
Yeah.
They're both trying to like get in each other's heads.
Yeah.
This battle is psychological warfare at its
Yeah,
finest.
for sure.
Love it.
Ooh, that's the girl your face makes every time I stick my dick in her. I'm like
That's the girl your
Yeah,
face.
I know. Yeah, it doesn't make sense, but during the time that was done.
No. He just missed the word.
Yeah, he flipped
But,
it.
like, yeah.
That's the face you're
constellation,
calling.
and she's the Big Dipper.
Crazy.
Free.
Yep, crazy.
Look, you want to freestyle, but you can't even do it right. Talking about I get mini
This
size,
is
I
tight
get
as
super
fuck.
size. In this country, you're a terrorist. You don't have truth and rights. You can lose your life like it's suicide. I'll beat you black, then brown, then blue and white, and then open the phone book and find some other shit to do tonight.
So wild.
He's in there.
Yeah.
boy in there.
He's yigging.
Nigga, you live with your parents and make money by walking your mother's poodle. And by phone book, I meant I'll go on Google.
Diz looks at him like, it's a shih tzu. Lhasa Apso.
Oh, I live with my parents?
It's not a poodle, it's a Lhasa Apso. This motherfucker doesn't know shit.
Oh, yeah? Make some
Yo, quick sidebar. I did a team backpack with Diz, right? And
I was there too.
Yeah, and
You got
after
fucking vaulted because of this bitch asshole.
No, it was another one.
Okay.
It was just me, him, and like some other two dudes. But we went to Nations. He wanted to go eat. He took it to Nations, and then he ordered like hella shit. He ordered like a whole pie, a fucking bacon burger. I'm like, you eat bacon and shit? And then I was just making fun of him the whole night. I was just he's like,
You're not no muzzy.
Yeah, exactly. But I was just making fun of him the whole night. I'm like, I can't believe you eat bacon and shit. I twittered him eating the bacon burger. And
Heretic.
Yeah, that was crazy. And then he was freestyling like he was Eminem for like an hour in the back seat of Swarm's ride. Like he sounded me and Swarm were dying. I was like, he does a really good Eminem.
Yeah.
Never heard it.
Yeah. Anyway.
Look at Brigante looking young as fuck, huh?
Yeah.
Smooth head. Yo.
Pause, yeah.
I am sick of people talking about my parents. You bring my parents, I'ma start decking you. I'd rather live with my parents and not have to pay when the rent is due than live with 3 of my children that I never have time to pay attention to. You live in Oakland? I'll pull up to your spot bumping Dr. Dre.
That's
Yeah, he did.
Who ain't out with that window, let the Glock pop away and leave your body on the doctor.
Otis Redding.
I'm not a
Fucking.
singer like Marvin Gaye or Lana Say.
But Marvin Gaye though.
Yeah.
It's not fucking Marvin Gaye. It's alright, but yeah.
Yeah.
You're for sure Otis.
Yep.
There's some shit that I gotta say. Like fuck you and your favorite holiday. I'll send your daughter's body to you in a casket with half her neck gone away like John Bonet. And on the box it'll say Happy Father's Day. I'll let the chopper spray. And you'll be like Run DMC. Why do I walk this way?
But not Aerosmith. Just
Yeah.
Run
Yeah.
DMC.
Yeah.
Steven Tyler, you're excluded.
Oh shit.
He brings up personals
Aerosmith.
against me. I didn't want to bring personals. But that's what I have to do if I have to defeat you. I mean, I have to actually beat you. Your persona is see-through. Battle rapping can't feed you. You did this battle for free, too? Take your faggot ass home, NOCANDO. Your family needs you.
Crazy. I will say, seeing D-Rect in the background makes me feel compelled to say that a lot of people always credit myself for being the main dude that put Disaster on. D-Rect deserves equal credit because he was pushing the line for Diz from the beginning. He was always in my ear about Diz before I I just want to give a shout out to the Jit real quick.
Yeah.
This motherfucker's my fan. And when I battled Thesaurus, you were on the phone listening to it. And when you heard I was beating him, I bet your soul collapsed.
That actually happened. SP had the phone on.
that's
that
crazy.
actually happened. Like NOCANDO was listening to the battles as they happened.
That's crazy.
At Battle of the Bay 2 in the park. Yeah.
Because growing up, me and you had the same goal for that, but you salty, I just did it before your ass. You modeled your style after Pete, your formations, your whole attacks. You told me when you'd feel down about losing your battles, you'd uplift your soul by listening to Thesaurus rap. And I know we're homies, Peter, but come on, dog. How fucking corny is that? You entered WRC, got smoked, and
Sounds like projection as fuck, but all right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He's talking about himself, right?
that. Blamed your boy Rhetoric and said he holds you back. Then you had a chance to rematch him with Scribble for a shitload of cash, and he simultaneously owned your ass. See, what I'm getting at is WRC's is over, Scribble is over, a rematch, there's no more hope for that. So at the motto at the end of the story's that you'll never ever get a chance to get Thesaurus back. All I fucking know is that!
Because that's something that would really eat away at Diz's soul. So he's like, it's probably eating away at NOCAND's soul. You never got a chance to get Thesaurus back. Like, it's weighing heavily. Like, this has got to be bugging him.
Yeah.
What do y'all think, man?
Is that the end of the round?
Oh, Spencer.
Make some noise! What do you mean, make some noise? Make some noise, I'll pick your face up and break your voice!
Break your voice.
This fucking faggot is about to get hurt! I can't stand little fucking weenies sitting in yellow shirts! I'm gonna treat this motherfucker like he never been shit! Why y'all fucking laughing? I still haven't got to the punch! Stop lifting your fucking eyes to the top! Listen.
Hip hop ain't dead. It lives in the north.
Yeah. If you haven't.
I said one day, you gonna learn this. I keep heat like a thermos, burn through your epidermis, leave you submerged in the furnace like Jews getting murked by Germans. You're the reason they call us nerds, and you deserve this. This herb is herbless. Your punchlines have no surface. You're worthless. You're the definition
This
of
herb
what
is
a
herbless,
verb
I heard that.
is. The vermin gon' get murdered for certain. I'll make a DVD of your mother swerving and slurping my sperm, then I'll call it return.
James was getting irritated that he was going overtime and shit. I remember.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Turn of the turban. So who is liable? The eye of a killer, egomaniacal, a fighter gorilla, undeniable skill prior to Thriller. You a liar for real, like Charles Hamilton when he said he was riding with Dilla. Yeah.
Do y'all remember that?
He said Dilla executive
Produced his album through a seance in the studio that he had.
People were
and then
pissed.
all of Detroit got super pissed off,
Yeah.
and Royce and all them had Eminem reach out to Marv One.
Really?
And M specifically reached out to Marv One, and Marv made a diss track against Charles Hamilton.
Wow, that's amazing.
And I'm sorry, Marv, for saying it, but yeah.
That's crazy.
Statute of limitations.
Yep. Wow. That's crazy.
Fuck you. You bring up my culture. I'm not gonna have it. I'll bomb your car while you're in traffic. I'm an Islamic fanatic. I'll put NOCANDO in a box, and Iron Psalm is a faggot.
He got such a big reaction.
Wow.
All right, James 3-0 because of
that hat.
Yes.
Yeah, that hat just like
Yeah.
definitely didn't add any authenticity to the moment.
With the fucking casino carpet design on it or something.
But-
Like, what is that
yeah.
design
Yeah, it's
on
like-
this?
it's like
Cement?
that leather
It's
or
cement.
whatever.
They're trying to have-
That ain't the cement.
From the
design.
marketplace
Is it?
bazaar.
it is.
It's the crackle.
Yeah. So who do you guys think?
Well-
I think James 2-0. I mean 2-1. Sorry.
Yeah.
I could understand why they went. I believe they went into overtime, right? Is
No.
it- Oh, this is it.
Yeah, this is
The hat's still terrible.
I'll probably
though, I'm saying.
yeah.
Wasn't
You know
judged
what?
as
I'd probably
promo.
give it the edge to Diz. I do think that
okay.
his third round, even though I feel like it was more long-winded, I felt like he had more just harder hitting moments. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
It's
But-
crazy because you know what? This battle aged relatively well. in
Yeah,
comparison
now that I
to
watch
a
it,
lot of-
yeah.
But the thing I remember when this dropped, like I was like after this event, I was like, man, Iron versus Enes was really good, and Diz versus NOCAN was like the second best battle of the event. And when this dropped, I remember everybody was like, oh, it's not.
This is significantly better than Enes versus Iron.
Yeah.
Particularly Iron.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know. I feel like Iron gets unnecessary hate for a couple whack lines, but I felt like he had a lot of powerful moments in there.
he did.
Yeah.
He
But
definitely
yeah,
did.
this battle it aged really well for sure, especially
Yeah.
being a freestyle battle. I think this battle aged better than Awkwards versus Arsenal,
Which is
So-
a year, 2
yeah,
years before
prior.
this.
Yeah.
So, but this battle's tight.
Yeah,
so,
NOCAN
to
was
this day.
fire in this battle,
Yeah, he
though, for
was.
sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Incredible.
Lush, who do you give it to?
Ooh, yeah. You know what? I might have to. At the time, I definitely had Diz.
Yeah.
I want to say maybe NOCAN, or it's a hard one to call.
Yeah, I remember in the building I thought Diz beat him, but then I remember when I watched it back, I was like, NOCAN kind of got that.
I mean, NOCAN had a much cleaner performance. Clearly exerted much less effort to accomplish the same
For
thing
sure.
that Diz had to pull a bunch
Yeah.
of rabbits out of
Yeah,
hat
word.
to do.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Yeah.
when you take that into account, is the goods factor. When you have two equal performances, who did it while exerting less effort and being
Yeah.
more natural
Yeah, for
and
sure.
not
Yeah.
stepping outside of their, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But then again, Diz's whole thing is being extra.
Yeah.
So it kind of, you know,
Yeah.
it's really difficult to call this one.
Yeah. Great
Alrighty.
battle.
Funding for this program was provided by the Annenberg CPB Project.